In this video, guys, I want to talk to you about the world of startups. So what is it made of? So startups is entrepreneurs, it's pitch presentations, it's startups themselves, it's the whole ecosystem of startups. It's the different stages of startups, early stage, seed stage, funding rounds, growth stage, an established business stage. So it's stages of the business life cycle. It's funding, the startup entrepreneurs need money, need funding to be able to take ideas off the ground and make them known, to a big amount of people. The startup world is also a game that investors know well, and if you know it also, you can also benefit from it. You can work for a startup, get big stock options, big returns. You can buy certain stock when it goes IPO, for instance. But again, it's high risk game, so you really need to be cautious in that space. And it's the startup world is not just perfect, right? It's not the ideal world. Nothing is perfect. So there's pros, definitely, but there's also constraints, and we're going to cover this in the next slide. But if this is your first time, and you're thinking of launching your idea, you have an idea but you don't know much about the world of startups, the first step, find your innovation ecosystem. And there's going to be a next video where we're going to cover what is an ecosystem in detail. We're going to cover everything you're seeing on that slide anyway, so don't worry. So in this video, I'm going to cover the startup pros and cons. So the constraints, first of all, high failure rate. It is said, a rough number, that 9 out of 10 startups fail. It's a tough journey. Don't get it wrong, and I'm going to show you a video of Elon Musk where he explains it too. From the voice, from the words and the mouth of an entrepreneur, it's a lot of work. I've heard this many times myself. I've worked a lot of hours. It's a 7-11 type job, 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. And 7 days a week. And the problem also, you often lack the talented teams you may find in a big corporation, right? Because people don't want to work for free. People want to get paid, and when you're a startup at an early stage, you don't necessarily have the funds. So not having the teams around is a major pain point for entrepreneurs. But thankfully, today in the collaborative world we live in, it's easier to find software developer, a talented software developer, or find different marketing interns or marketing experts that are willing to help you. The advantages though of being a startup is you're going to be very lean, agile, focused, fast, and collaborative team. So you don't have all the necessarily, it can happen, but you don't have necessarily the politics of the big corporations, and so it can be more rapid and agile. And then also you benefit from having venture capitalists. If they fund you, they will add value to your idea, to your business. They will bring expertise, contact, networks, and so on. And then the main advantage that everyone goes after is the reward, right? If it works, you can become very, very rich. But then on the other side, if it doesn't work, well, you may have lost some time. But then one thing I want to say for today, I think if you involved in the startup world today, it's still very good learning that you're getting, because more and more big corporations, they're looking for entrepreneurial people that are able to change the game internally in their walls. So don't you worry. If you're in the startup world, go for it, try it, move fast, break things, move fast, break things. Okay.